Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. He says the picture we're getting here is not accurate.
You know, unfortunately, that is completely false. I mean, there are states in Nigeria that have blasphemy laws, people who are facing the death penalty right now for blasphemy against Islam. There's a person currently right now who's held in prison for defending himself from attack from a Muslim militant from the Fulani tribe. He defended himself and he's facing the death penalty. So no, there's serious persecution happening in Nigeria. I know the president, Tinubu, is in a difficult position in trying to protect his interests there in that country, but they are complicit in this to one degree or another with statements like this.
Do we have a role in something that seems to be an internal dispute in a different sovereign country?
I think we absolutely do. Look, we're a Christian nation and a nation that believes in values and virtues of standing up for people who are being persecuted. That designation the president just did, a country of particular concern, unlocks 15 different levers that the president can use against that country, sanctions being one of them, withholding development dollars, restricting financing from international institutions. So there's a lot that could be done there, but the president has put all options on the table, including military kinetic action.
Rep. Riley literally called Tinubu a liar. It's so shameful. Instead of spending time diverting attention or denying what is happening in Nigeria, they should spend some time to at least solve the problems, face the security challenges, and to show you that they see everything that is happening in Nigeria. The world is now a global village. Anything that happens in your community, someone somewhere has filmed it and posted it on the internet, and within seconds or minutes, it has gone viral. Nearly everyone that is active on social media will see it in the next 30 minutes he filmed the event. This is the power of the internet. He also mentioned Jackson, the Adamawa farmer, who was minding his business in his farm and someone attacked him, but at the end of the day, he is now the one that is facing the death penalty. Yes, the Supreme Court has condemned him. They denied his appeal. So they know exactly what is happening in Nigeria. So this is not like how they use narratives and propaganda to bamboozle Nigerians. You can't bamboozle these people. They know what is happening in Nigeria. Apart from knowing exactly what is happening in Nigeria through news media and internet, they also have ways to obtain information through intelligence, even classified information that many Nigerians are not aware of. They have that ability. So you cannot deceive these people. And to make matters worse, now that the Nigerian government is under serious pressure from the United States, from Donald Trump, from other countries, they are expected to do all the right things to prove to the world that, hey, what has happened has happened. We have turned a new leaf. We are now fighting the insecurity. We are now fighting the persecution to ease the suffering of Nigerians. But instead of doing that, they are busy importing extremists to the country. How does this make any sense? At this time that extremists, terrorists are reigning supreme in the north and other parts of the country, what lesson is the government trying to send to the young ones? How can they be importing people who share extreme views? People who are banned in same countries. In most Western countries, these people cannot travel there, but Nigeria grants them visa. Why does it happen? So they are proving to the world that they are complicit. How can they justify granting visas to extremists to visit a secular country that is ravaged by extremists, by terrorists, by persecution of Christians? What message are they trying to send? They are trying to normalize it that all these people that are banned in many countries, that they are free to enter Nigeria, that they are free to come here and spread their extremist views. This is wrong. So the United States government sees all this. They are able to know the information that is not even available to ordinary Nigerians. So they know exactly what is going on. The people in power tolerate these people because they see them as their constituents. They see them as their voters. If they don't meddle in their affairs, these people will willingly vote for them en masse. They don't care about life. They don't care about the well-being of their people. All they care about is that they are allowed that religious freedom to do whatever they want.
And if we fight you, then we capture you, you become our slaves, and we take your land, and you take because you refuse. I give you two good options in the coming 40, 50 years when the Muslims become strong as they're supposed to be.
Like already said, there's no justification for Nigerian government to allow this man entry into Nigeria. You can see his horrible views. How can someone be sharing this kind of view in this modern world? Even in his home country, Saudi, they are modernizing. You cannot believe that these parties are held in Saudi. They are modernizing seriously. It's no longer in the olden days where they want to dominate people. No. We've passed that stage. Everyone wants to prosper, not continue in the beliefs of the olden days, beliefs of the Stone Age.
We only want to go back to what we were, the moderate Islam that is open to the world, open to all the religions. 70% of the Saudi people are less than 30 years old. And quite frankly, we will not waste 30 years of our lives in dealing with extremist ideas. We will destroy them today. We want to live a normal life, a life that translates our moderate religion, our good customs. We coexist and live with the world and contribute to the development of our country and the world. This is something that there are steps that we have taken in the past that are clear. I believe that we will eradicate the rest of extremism very soon.
All these can be traced back to poverty. If Nigerians are living a better life, they are prospering and enjoying the good life, no one will care about all this. No one will listen to all these extremists who are interested in dividing the country along religious lines and even dominating other people of faith. Yes, no one will care about all this. It simply thrives because of poverty. When people live in absolute poverty, when they don't know where their next meal will come from, they will do all sorts of things. That's why in a poor country, you have a lot of crimes, because people are looking for what to eat. Yes, not that crimes are justifiable, but you reduce crimes to the lowest minimum if people have jobs. If the enabling environment is there for businesses to create employment and people will prosper, just do your job. Even if it's a 9-to-5 job every day, do it, and your salary takes you home every month. You wouldn't have time to commit crimes. You will just focus on your career. You will focus on your future. You'll be planning how you will buy a home or build one or buy a mortgage or buy a car. You will be enjoying the good life. These are the issues. When people talk about good governance, it is because good governance will make everyone to prosper, not the elite. The elites are enjoying Nigeria as it is. They feel they are shielded from what is happening, but that's a lie. There is no rich man in a poor country. You cannot run away from happenings in a poor country. You are always affected. Are you going to be flying helicopters or flying private jets around Nigeria? You must drive along that bad road, that pothole-filled road. You must drive along it. That road that is always congested with traffic, you must drive along that to the airport before you board that your private jet. So these are the issues. If you live in a community where there is constant armed robbery, you must be affected, except you leave your home and go and start sleeping in a hotel. If Nigeria works the way it's supposed to work, the way other countries work, everyone will benefit. But at this moment, only the elite are benefiting. That's why they don't want you to benefit, because once you start benefiting, you won't listen to them anymore. They won't come and lie to you and tell you to do this for me, do that for me, or vote for me, despite the fact that they are the ones that impoverish you and you take peanuts from them, take 1,000, 2,000, take one gala, take malt and vote for them. Yes, if you are prosperous like your colleagues in other countries, you won't reduce yourself to that level. So the poverty in Nigeria is intentional, is a state policy. They want to make sure you remain poor. Once they see that there's an opportunity for Nigerians to start becoming prosperous, they will try and shut it down with maybe heavy taxes or anything, just to make sure Nigerians will never become prosperous. So people must understand this. When we talk about extremism drives only hate. If you say that Nigeria must be one country, that Nigeria must be united, that Nigeria shouldn't be divided like some are clamoring for today, then you have to stop imposing your beliefs on others. You have to be tolerant. You have to stop feeling superior to others. Yes, this is what is causing division. Everyone should be equal in the eyes of the law. And if that is true, why in the world did the Supreme Court in Nigeria deny the appeal of Jackson, who only defended himself? This doesn't make any sense. So in a country where we always shout that there must be justice and equity, where is the justice that someone who defended himself, he didn't go out looking for someone to harm, he was busy in his own farm, minding his business, and someone attacked him and he defended himself. The Supreme Court judges found him guilty. So you can imagine, if Nigeria is working, no Nigerian will ever say, let's divide this country. Why are you dividing it? There is power in numbers. Other countries that have huge population, they are taking advantage of that population, that huge market, to excel and prosper. But in Nigeria, it has become a curse. Yes.
We are calling on all activists in Nigeria to come and intervene. We are calling on America, please, because the Fulani herdsmen, they have attacked our village right now.
That we are going right now.
We are going now, right now. This is very dangerous, but we are trying to cover life to know what is happening in the community right now, because the tension is high. The community, nobody is around now. You can see the atmosphere is not conducive. It's not conducive. Please God help us. Please America help us. Please, we are begging.
Nigeria, we really want to let Nigeria know that if this community is not part of Nigeria,
there's no
they should
security.
tell us.
There's no security apparatus around. As I'm speaking to you right now, there's no security. There's nothing on the ground right now. Currently, the situation, you can see people are moving out of the community for their safety. Yeah.
You can hear how the man was begging Donald Trump to come and save them. In terms of insecurity, it is getting worse, not better. They are even more audacious right now after the threat by Donald Trump to come and solve the problem by himself instead of relying on Nigerian government. Of course, we all know they are complicit. What is actually happening in Nigeria? Why can't they face these people? They are growing every day. They are becoming more audacious. What is the job of the government if they cannot secure lives and property? If they cannot stamp their foot on the ground and say, no, enough is enough, let's deal with this. Let's stop everything we are doing. Let's stop all the politicking, all the denial, all the propaganda, all the narratives. Let's just focus on this. Sort of declare a state of emergency maybe for 1 month and then mop up everywhere and secure the country. This is doable. One last thing, if not for the intervention of the Unilag authorities and the chief imam, these two extremists would have lectured and shared their extremism in a mosque in Unilag. So you can see they have the audacity to host an event in a federal university. If not for the intervention of the authorities, the event would have held there. After it was cancelled, they now had to get another venue in VI. So these are the issues. If we are truly a secular country, we should not be importing these types to our country. What are they coming here to do? They are only interested in sharing hate and extremism. Nigerians don't need this. What we need are ideas to develop the country. Let them import people who will turn Nigeria to Saudi Arabia. Yes, Saudi Arabia is the home of Islam, but look at their development. Can you compare that to Nigeria? They are only interested in talking about religion. Talk about how to lift Nigerians out of poverty. Yes, this one matters more than anything. You have to be alive first before talking about religion. If you don't exist, or if you are hungry, you are sick, you've not eaten, you wouldn't even have the strength to pray. That's the reality. So how can you be holier than the people who gave you that religion? It doesn't make any sense. Nigerians don't need this, especially at this time that we have crisis everywhere. What we need, like already said, are ideas that will develop this country. And the government should concentrate on them. But they cannot do that because they are intentionally incompetent. They don't want to be competent. They can't claim not to see what others are doing. Even countries poorer than Nigeria, they are not blind to what they are doing. They are just being intentionally incompetent. Thanks for watching.